Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dimly Lit Speed Dating. Your host, Trent, is standing there on the left, ready to take your person order. No, wait, hang on. That's not how speed dating works.
Is this why everyone's sitting on their own at their own tables?
Yeah.
For someone to come up.
This is all I've got. This is all I reckon they're doing. They're just sitting there waiting for someone to latch on them. Because that's speed dating, right?
Apparently the game wants me to go outside. I didn't realise it would re-pop up the mission objective.
It sort of prompted you there. I was thinking about the bar music, right? And I know this is a more casual mix, but I noticed, while I was editing the video, that the Bretonia Bar's drum beat is the same thing that's in, Rob Dugan's Club to Death. It's the same beat. That same sample.
Do we need to do a story recap? Or do
yeah.
we need to do another dramatic reading?
Please.
Of the log file? I'm going to read these two because the first one's quite short.
I can't wait.
First, we have to go through this giant methane field into a giant open area of space where, surprise, surprise, a Ryland fleet awaits us. That's what he did happen. This is not what I signed up for. Protecting the old windbag is hard enough, but having to take on an entire fleet is not my idea of fun. It's more like suicide.
Except we dealt with it fine.
Yeah, it was well easy. Chris's men showed up, but they didn't really help much. What good are scrub fighters against capital ships? I mean, yeah, that's what we said.
And that's also a line from Star Wars, isn't it?
Yes, also. Well, at least we got out of there alive. Maybe now I can finally dump this guy. Methane? Who pronounces it like that? It's methane.
Yeah.
This is the best scientific mind in the universe has to offer. We're all in a lot of trouble.
We're in trouble if he pronounces a common element wrong.
Oh my god.
And then the following entry. If anyone gets a shoot Quentine, it's going to be me. Not some damn laggy. Before I've been shot at, electrocuted, and nearly bombed to death. I remember getting electrocuted. A good old standoff isn't going to shake me.
Didn't he get sort of cattle prodded at one point? Is that...
Oh yeah, I guess. Somewhere on Liberty.
Yeah.
Well, at least containers had my hair. At least Sinclair was easy on the eyes. Okay. That seems like a completely random non-sequitur there.
Uh-huh.
Well, on the Kyushu to meet Lord Hakara. I've never actually been to Kasari before. I'm very curious to see what it's like. If I remember rightly, it's very nebula.
Wait.
Space is pink kind of situation going on.
So why is Quintain out of our hair? Did he die?
He's going to stay here while we go into Kasari to get the whatever we need. Proteus tome?
Yeah,
like
that's
that translation thing.
It says... Oh, right. He's on this... Whatever this... This is Cress's station.
This is Cress's station, a Corsair base. No, wait, Outcast base.
Outcast, yeah.
And just Trent and Cress are going to infiltrate Kasari, presumably, is the idea.
So is there any Outcast stuff to buy, or have you already...
no, I already looked, and they don't like me enough to sell me the good ship.
Right, okay.
Plus, my ship is not, I don't have hard points good enough for most of their shit either.
Not tempted by the sconce shields.
Dude, sconce yourself in the sconce shield.
Oh wait, Junie's coming as well, okay.
What's your destination?
Colonel Crest.
Get to Kasari base. You're lucky. There's a jump hole nearby.
That was surprise.
There in no time.
We're always lucky.
Convenient jump hole right here.
Where there's a will, there's a jump hole.
I mean, maybe it's not that surprising considering this is one of the border systems in between Kasari and Bretonia. It's just it's not like we're just going from the other side of the universe and there's a convenient jump hole.
I guess they only have jump holes in systems like this.
But there's no real reason why, if jump holes are like wormholes, there's no reason why it should be short range.
No.
His agent, Lord Hakara. He's waiting for you on planet Kyushu. Please contact me when you have the Proteus tome.
They're very stable, all these asteroids. They're not spinning in any fashion.
No, that's very true.
Relative to each other.
This is where we part ways. This jump hole.
Well, thanks for that amazing escort there, random dude. You flew 8 kilometers.
Go ahead.
Boosh.
Also, I did remember to rebind my torpedo key, so now I can fire torpedoes way easier, in case we ever need that again.
Rebind? I thought you said rebuy, like you needed to buy a torpedo key in order to fire torpedoes.
To raise the solos.
We'll head to planet Osto and take the trade lane.
Oh, binary system.
A weird
This has got to be like
purple
the
blue
upgraded
binaries.
assets, right?
Yeah, I guess. Well, the
Some
stars.
effects.
I think the background might
Yeah.
be kind of
Original. Yeah.
Let's have a look around. Yeah, this is one of the less dramatic Kasari systems. I think.
Right. They're generally psychedelic, are they?
Yes, it's you get deeper into the nebula because obviously gas mining guild. That's where all the gas comes from.
Ah, makes sense.
Little mini asteroids in this field, constantly peering off my shield.
Where's that? That's Junie's shield we can hear, isn't it? Constantly going most of the, more often.
Well, yeah, it's sort of half. I
Yeah.
don't think this is just a dust field, isn't it? Yep. There's not even anything in here.
Funny, I used to fly around this
Fine
asteroid field when I was
particulate
younger.
matter.
My grandmother lives on Tsushima Station above Osto. I haven't been back here in over a decade.
Ghosts at Tsushima Station.
Well, if it gets blown up, then yeah, this joke works out pretty well.
I wouldn't be surprised. Most stations we visit have a 50% chance
Well-
of being immediately attacked.
But not like main civilization ones.
That's true, yeah.
Keep an eye out for any Kasari battleships, because obviously we're going to need to probably buy a Kasari heavy fighter shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Seems to
just
be
a-
the first thing you do when visiting a new civilization is find their battleships you can dock with it and buy their actual fighter.
Yep. Hopefully the
We'll find
Kasari
out how
ones will
much
be
it costs.
slightly easier to find than the Bretonian ones.
How come you need like good alignment with that outcast to buy their stuff, but the like random militaries let you buy like heavy fighters off them?
Well, you do have good alignment with the militaries usually,
Yeah, I suppose.
just from fighting pirates.
Well, shouldn't you? I guess I was about to say, shouldn't you basically just have neutral alignment with the military? And it's like you're unproven with us.
I guess I don't have any alignment
Yeah,
with
yeah.
any of the Kasari like government forces yet.
Not yet.
Not even a note. Does that mean Trent has never been to Kasari space?
Lord Hakata
Well,
will
that's
be
what
waiting
that
for
log
us in the
did
bar.
kind of say.
Acknowledged. Your request to land is granted. Proceed to land.
The one bar for the planet.
Well, here's a planet that's not just another Earth.
Yeah.
Some kind of water planet. How watery is this going to look when we land then? That's the question.
Are we actually all underwater? Is it a Bioshock planet?
Oh, well, we're not going to see.
Miss Zane,
Straight to the bar.
I was told you would be coming. I'm Lord Hakera. I am the prefect of Honshu. Is there a problem?
I'm sorry, you're just not what I expected.
You expected a terrorist, then. I serve the order to help my people, Mr. Trent. I understand that you are here for the Proteus Tome. Unfortunately, that will not be easy.
We're just going to talk about the order standing in this bar.
Yeah.
Renewed scrutiny. I will need to secure a special permission for us to be allowed.
Maybe they're celebrated in this space. They're not terrorists here.
Please excuse me. I've recently lost contact with one of my operatives in Rhineland. This may be news. I will be in touch once I get access to the Proteus Tome.
That's
I
it.
suppose it's a Japanese
What are we
accent, I
supposed to do
suppose,
now?
but he just sounds like Sulu.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We're gonna have to split up for a while.
What am I supposed to do around here while you're gone?
Yeah, you should try to fit in a little.
Oh, crap.
Get some work.
I think we're about to be going into grind mode, but that will give you an opportunity to go and buy the ship, I suppose.
I won't be far.
Hang around in sorry space.
So, advanced level 13, how much do I have to do to get to the next one? Oh, crap. Quite a lot.
Well, there is some water.
Yeah. I mean, this is like a little mini sort of city sticking out of the water somehow.
Mm.
By some undefined means. Maybe
Well,
we'll see it
those-
better when we take off again.
Those are natural islands, aren't they? Like rock things.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
What can we buy here? Looks like we can buy the Bounty Hunter Heavy Fighter if we really want.
Barracuda.
Hmm. It's a bit unwieldy looking.
It's not really much better than my current one.
Costs a lot more.
There's the Kasari Light Fighter and the weird, like, not really heavy, but more advanced version of the civilian one.
Very Romulan
The
looking.
light fighter, yeah, it is quite Romulan-y. Presumably the heavy one is cooler looking once we find the battleship.
I mean, this light fighter and the bounty hunter fighter have basically the same stats, but the light one has less guns and can't fit torpedoes. It's weird. Right, let's go and try and
Are
find
they
it.
faster, the light ones, or they must have some advantage?
I don't think speed is like a stat you can see, but I think they are. Right, let's just go fly around and see if we can find a battleship.
I was just looking at, what's that weird finned thing on the building? Is it like, is it spinning? That's not actually, I thought it like fins were opening and closing, but still, what is that? Like, they've got regular ass satellite dishes there.
Freelancer, Zeta 3-9. This is Planet Q.
This is Kusari Police.
Nope. I'm not to the police are scanning me, as usual.
You don't mind if I scan you for
Well, let's go to New Tokyo, I guess.
There's nothing here I want.
Did you not take any work on?
Well, not until I get a new ship.
-9. Stand by. I'm scanning your
2 different police guys decide to scan me.
Mr. Sugar War.
You don't mind if I scan you, do you? Bye!
It is the easiest way to escape police scanning, to just leave.
If that really happened, you'd be freaking out, wouldn't you? If the police were in the middle of saying hello to you and you were warping away.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing. I'm not trying to. I was just in the middle of docking. Why'd you call me while I was about to jump into the trade lane?
This is really inconvenient, guys.
It's weird how the jump gate's owned by the police. I think it'd be owned by the state or something. I suppose that is the state, but what about the military?
Yeah, you'd think the military would be a better person to deal with the jump gate system.
I guess, I don't know, they're domestic, I suppose.
Yeah, it's like federal. It's an FBI jump gate.
But the trade lanes are like also owned by the police. That makes sense. Probably more sense.
Should be the Highways Authority.
Yeah, space highways.
Well,
Space Transit Authority.
They're made by a different company, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
I forget which one. No, I'm going to go into the trade lane with these dudes.
But that's fine.
Maybe.
You don't expect your roads to be like made by the government themselves. I'm not expecting Boris to be laying tarmac.
Why not?
I mean, I did say I was against it.
Oh god.
Oh, disrupted. They're after the cargo
Like
ship.
the golden chrysanthemums. Maybe they'll just shoot those guys and I'll just leave.
Bye.
I wouldn't trust a Boris-built space trade lanes. They'd definitely chuck you out in the middle of pirate space.
This also doesn't look.
Crossed. It's going to work fine.
It's oven ready.
And I strung up a whole bunch of cheap England
Do we go
flags
to
around
New
the trade lane.
Tokyo or do we go to Yokohama Shipyard? Which one of those seems more likely to have a battleship at it?
Shipyard?
Shipyard.
Yeah, maybe. Although,
You think?
although New Tokyo, quite an important planet.
Yeah.
Luckily, this system is just a square of trade lanes, so we can just go around.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. A little circuit. Whoever works at this, who developed this again, Frontier or whatever, but whoever it was that managed to actually bring the scope down from Chris Roberts' vision was a hero that managed to make an actual game. Because it would have literally gone on forever like Star Citizen if his original ideas were being done. How did they manage to get him to agree to just make a relatively normal game?
Perhaps they didn't,
Yeah.
and they just made it anyway.
There's no battleship here, but let's go to the jump gate at the end of this lane.
You didn't want to check out the shipyard in case they had it, or is it only battleships, you reckon?
I don't know, I feel like it's only battleships. I'm not sure that's
Yeah.
been 100% proved yet, but every time we've tried to go to a shipyard, it hasn't had them. I don't want to fight you pirates. I don't know if my rating is bad enough yet. I mean, it's pretty bad. Not with the Blood Dragons, so we're okay with them. The Kasari State Police and Naval Forces are just slightly positive. No, it doesn't look like there's anything down here. Not even an end station.
Hokkaido.
Still 180. Whee! Extreme U-turns. 3D U-turns.
It really doesn't want you to be upside down in this game.
That could be
It's
a.
convenient that
Pirates
all
of
the planets
Peaceful.
are on the same plane.
Yeah.
Although they don't orbit anything, I suppose.
Like maybe there's some like transport legislation about which way up you have to be in the lanes.
Yeah.
It's just easy for a mental capacity. Once again, there's a lot of fighting at key points in the system.
Yeah, the fact that the kind of key Japanese shipyard is surrounded by pirates. None of the states seem to be able to keep control. Maybe we should go to Rhineland, and then there they've got things sorted out.
Yeah.
The Germans.
After all this, the Germans actually have the right idea. Narita Outpost.
Yes, this is just randomly in the middle of a bit of trade lane. What is it? What is actually is this? That's not no information. It's just like here's
Okay.
what type of station it is.
Well, it's by that kind of asteroid film, I suppose. I don't know if there's any resources there.
What does it say? No, it's been exhausted, apparently.
So all of this area has been completely mined out. System.
Well, that does seem to be like how it is in most of these
Hmm.
space, all these civilizations. Well, there's nothing here either, just another station.
Damn it.
There's the Honshu Gate and New Tokyo. Well, I guess we'll go look at New Tokyo just in case.
Republican White 1-1. I'm coming to scan on your cargo bay for contraband. Well, you're clear.
I mean, maybe I should land on New Tokyo, because I guess the main planet could potentially have it.
That's true.
Also, I should look at the map and try and work out which... I was going to say which side is likely to be the Rhineland side, but it's like not really distinct enough at this distance. Because you imagine that their battleships will be posted right on the edge of Rhineland space, because everyone's pissed at the moment.
Right,
Yeah.
that's true.
And which you can just casually dock at them.
Oh,
What's that
little
thing?
fight going on.
Right, what you got, New Tokyo? Oh, it's raining. This isn't Britonia.
Yeah. Giant space Buddhas.
Naturally.
A big sign saying "Phone girls."
No, just the light fighter and the freighter, naturally.
Damn it.
Drone.
We've definitely got to jump another couple of systems over to the Rhineland border. That would be
Did
great.
they do
That
this on
was
purpose, or did this happen last time? Did you trying to find it?
Well, in Britonia's case, it was because I hadn't. Their battleships aren't really at like any trade lane ending. Like I think both the main battleships in Britonia are like alongside a trade lane, but like not at the end, which is why
Right.
we missed them because we were just flying past them.
Could that be true here then?
Well, it could be,
Keep a
but
lookout.
yeah, keep an eye.
Do you reckon you're actually going to get totally owned? Like if we just did missions right now?
Well, no, but we want to get the ship first anyway.
I mean, you're going to have to get the ship eventually, so
Yeah.
we'll probably make it quicker to do all the other stuff if you could just...
Get better guns.
Yeah.
They're coming for you.
Yeah, well. I can outrun them using just my afterburner. Well, not really outrun. I can not let them shoot me using just my afterburner.
So who are these? The golden chrysanthemums?
Yes.
Chrysanthemums? But not the blood dragons.
No.
That's the Far Cry expansion.
Exactly. There's not enough neon in this space to be encountering them.
One can only assume this is all triads, right? Because that's how this game has been so far. Really obvious things. But you have to say...
Triads are Chinese.
Yeah, there'll be more Yakuza, surely. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, no, they're just generic terrorists who want to
Oh, they're just
matriarchy.
terrorists. Oh, they want women to run everything.
Apparently. So who are the blood dragons then?
So first we've had a...
Terrorists. Okay, descendants of royal guards. They just want to overthrow the government as well.
Right.
Foggisher. Quasi-legal organisation, whatever that means.
Quasi-legal.
Quasi-legal.
Apart from all the murdering they're probably doing.
Well, that said that they were the enemies of the Golden Chrysanthemum, so they're like, they do fight some of the other pirates.
Yeah, maybe that's why they're quasi-legal, because the Japanese government are just all a bit like, yeah, you know what, they're helping out a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, there is a base here. Wait, I should check whether there's actually... No, there isn't. There's no battleship there. Okay, well this is a nice, straight shot. Wait, I think I recognise this planet with the little planet with the rings. This might have a battleship next to it.
You recognise it?
I vaguely remember some parts of space.
I mean, to be fair, I remember most of every single part of Deus Ex, so...
Yeah.
I don't know, that strikes me as being a wee bit more distinct than just two spheres.
Well, there's only so many spheres in this game. It's not actually
it's full of spheres.
Not actually that many planets. I think this is a proto-planet out here in the middle of these rings, and I believe there might be a battleship next to it, but it's not going to be on this trade lane. I think we might have to drop out. So let's just make sure I don't miss it. Oh, well, that says unknown station that I tried to click on over there, so there is something over there.
Hmm. That's not going to be part of the story that we'll end up at.
No, probably not. What sort of guys are these? Rogues? Wait, rogues? What sort of rogues?
Rogues? Aren't they the guys from Liberty?
Yeah.
Ace
What's his
Randy
name?
Applegate.
Ace Randy Applegate.
Well, they are Liberty rogues. What the hell are Liberty rogues doing here?
Well,
whatever that was that I clicked on before, it's now I can't find it any longer.
Ace Randy Applegate is a long way from home.
I get the feeling Ace might be their rank. And his name's just Randy Applegate.
Well, whatever I clicked on over here, I can't see it yet.
Maybe it is a story mission and you can't get to it there. You're going the wrong way, aren't you?
Now I'm going towards the whatever this is, where the station was.
Oh, okay. I thought that white dot on the map was what we were heading for. But I guess that'd be the star.
Yeah, that is the star.
I don't think there's any battleships out here, do you?
I think this is pretty unlikely.
Still hard to tell at this sort of range. Wait, hang on, naval forces. We're getting something.
Wait. Where's that? It's off to the side.
I mean, I'm sure he's on a patrol route. You actually see. Oh, right, because the Navy's still neutral to me, right? So there might be a battleship down here, maybe, towards the left side of these patrol routes. Or here, whatever this is, where this patrol route meets up somewhere off the trade lane.
What's the patrol path map? Is that for everyone or just for... Oh, you clicked on the individual naval forces guy.
No, the patrol path map just shows up everything in the system. This looks like it's probably a prison, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a Space Alcatraz.
More than just a cube now. Bet there aren't many ships in a prison, you know. I don't want too many people escaping.
It is a prison.
Fuchu.
But what is this ring from? Surely there should be like a planetoid or something out here.
Maybe they sell heavy fighters at the prison, although that'd be dangerous if they escape.
Yeah, you'd think that'd be a bad idea. But you never know.
It's huge, this station, isn't it? I suppose. It must have a lot of prisoning.
I bet this is like they're using the prison labour to mine gas, right? Or something.
Right.
Let's see if this has information. No, it does not have information. Proceed to Dock 1, wherever the hell that is.
Random freelancer approaches a maximum security prison out of nowhere. The request to dock is granted.
Come to prison.
There really isn't any way to approach this from somewhere, because there's no trade lanes. Oh, no, they don't even sell ships here.
Ah.
What colossal waste of time. We could be making money and paying bills and stuff right now.
No battleship, no nothing.
Oh, goddamn you and your cruise disruptors. I don't want to fight any pirates right now. I'm going to have to, though, because I'm not going to be able to actually... There's no trade lane to escape into, and they'll just keep cruise disrupting me constantly if I don't shoot them. Or I can wait for the police to shoot them, I guess.
Well, they seem to be doing a pretty decent job. Oh, right. Chrysanthemum's a GC.
Yeah.
Gemma Collins' current clan.
Well, this looks like it's just a station back over this way. A really big station that you can see from far away.
It's quite a biggie. Not built into
it
an
have a
asteroid.
battleship next to it.
It better.
Did I actually go the right direction towards Rhineland? Oh no, wait, this one's more towards Liberty. Maybe that explains why there was that rogue guy. He's only actually one jump out of Liberty space.
So how are you going to find a system like close to the Rhineland border? That didn't look like...
It's because when on this side of the map, like, there's just randomly the jump gates are super long.
Oh, right, okay.
Wait, oh, there is a battleship.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Right, looks kind of cool. If... Okay, I'm not sure cool is the word.
How much money
It's
do
a
I
bit
have?
spiky.
Is that actually how much money I have? No, wait, hang on. It's this
Current worth is what we're interested in. Yeah.
102,000. That's my actual money.
You'll get there and it'll be like, nope, it's too expensive.
It can't be that much. Even if it is more expensive, it'll only be like 20,000 or something. I'm sure, like a couple of missions.
There's a slight similarity in the sort of like fin design of this battleship with like the Liberty heavy
Still,
fighter.
they have a forward docking port, not a vertical docking port. Really inconveniently. Right, show me the ship. No, it's only 71 thou.
It's the same price as the light fighter.
Also, it looks almost identical, you'll notice, apart from it just has like fatter wings and little prongs.
Weird.
It's a
How much
prawn.
better is it? Well, it's slightly better. Max weapon class goes up by 1. Cargo space goes up by 5.
About 30% more armor.
I don't want my class 4 shield, I want the class 5 shield. Okay.
Ship purchase complete.
Complete.
See if there's any new guns that I can potentially like Sun Fury and Scramblers. No, my guns are better.
But you can mount the next level up if you find them. Is that right?
Yeah. Or once my hang on. Do
No,
they sell...
there's some 7s there, and
Oh yeah, my one only goes up to class 6, so
the
I can't-
Who are they selling those
disinfector.
class 7s to?
who knows?
I'm going to disinfect your ship with my disinfection vest.
Disinfection ray away.
Right, let's do some grind. Did buying that ship change my worth? I mean, it shouldn't have done, right? No, it did slightly.
It decreased it.
Yeah, it should do.
Right, naval forces, all 10 grand. Gold catapsers, Sector 4F, weapon platforms. Take it.
Standard. Blow some stuff up.
A simple house cleaning mission. Great.
Freelancer Theta 3-9. This is
Clean house.
Everything's a go for launch. Good luck out there.
Your mission is to kill everyone. Yeah.
Enemy ships will be at the mission waypoint. See the nav map.
Let's listen to the cruise engine.
This is Naval Forces.
No, or not.
Suzuki 5 to
Thanks.
Freelancer Zeta 3-9. Mind if I take a peek in your hull?
Do it a bit more
Think so.
subtle.
Okay, you're clean.
Yeah. And yellower.
Very yellow. Egg engines. Look at them, they're like 2 molten eggs.
In the normal engines, when you're not in the cruise mode, they don't look very like they're burning very efficiently. They've got like extra particles coming out.
But who knows what H fuel actually is? Like, how does it generate for us? It's just going to be right at the end of the trade, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I see what
Let's
you
go
mean. They're
past
a
that
bit,
little planet.
they're a bit burny and random direction-y.
Yeah, it's like random
so-
embers coming off them.
Yeah, not great for stability.
I mean, if you want to talk about not great for stability, how about these little modules that attach to this incredibly thin wing? One of which is the actual afterburner right at the top there.
Oh yeah.
That is kind of odd.
That's kind of dumb. Although the afterburner's always in a stupid plate
Yeah,
on all the ships.
the random heavy lifter out here.
It's almost
Figure out.
it's almost like they thought they should add an afterburner later in the game's development.
And like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, what the fuck are you as an afterburner on a spaceship, really? And it's not actually an afterburner, really, because it's not attached to the engines. It's just a separate module.
An extra little engine.
Turbo. Oh.
Like a ion engine. Or Kurs. Isn't it? It's Kurs for spaceships.
Oh, look, I get to use the torpedoes, I guess. Well, maybe. Weapon platforms, maybe not totally worth firing torpedoes.
Well, no, because you've been owning those pretty quickly.
Hostile ships in range.
That's fine, one.
That one's already
Just make
hurt.
sure my buttons work.
You can't take what I'm dishing out.
Yeah, well, your button works.
Oh yeah, just owned.
Yep. How much did the torp do? That was like half its health.
In the Romulan ships.
I mean, these guys definitely aren't like that good.
No.
Probably could use some kind of upgrades, but who knows? Maybe they'll drop some. We can get some gold chrysanthemum guns to put on our ship.
I hope they
See if
fire
they have
gold.
hexagons.
Yeah, I hope they fire gold chrysanthemums.
Down.
Potent munitions.
Thought you could use the help.
Thanks, random military guy, I guess. Who I can't see on my radar yet, although they are.
No, don't come help me. I want the full monies.
No, well, yeah, but you don't get bounties per kill. It's just Mission Commission gives you the money you get.
Ugh. Bombs to the face.
Well, the military have yellow, have yellow weaponry, golden weaponry.
They're in cahoots.
That's probably the Sun Furies, I guess.
Yeah, probably. But they're no better than the ones you've got, right? Were they class 5? Yeah.
Yeah, they were like non-pirate versions of the ones I have.
That's clear. Good job.
Okay, good.
Mission Commission out.
Money.
Stock at Planet Jinio.
Junior.
I can target the... Wait, did I get that? I did.
Round 2.
Autopilot directly at the planet. Charge.
So Mission Commission was like a Japanese guy, so it is like a organization that exists throughout. It's not like you get called in from one call center
Yeah.
for the whole universe, but he does have the exact same voice, regardless.
They at least have to get local staff to run it.
And they have to train them to sound like this American guy.
I wonder if they do the thing like...
sorry to bother you.
I wonder if they do that thing like foreign call centres do, where they make them watch like British TV or something to be like, right, you've got to learn the East End accent. Here's Danny Dyer.
Where they're like, all the Indian call center operators are up to date with the plot of EastEnders.
Yeah.
No, this is a water planet.
I'd recommend, sorry to bother you, it was quite weird. Movie about a guy briefly working in a call center.
Hi, Bobby. No, you're not. I'm very pleased to bother you.
It's proper. That's what I wanted.
Wasps, missiles, drones.
Garbage did I pick up? Some water and oxygen, not food rations. Luxury food. Why is this planet? Oh, I guess because
$1,000. Wow.
that must be the mining colony. Like they just have it's their one luxury. Is
We
just
mine for
luxury
beef.
Food.
Wagyu beef.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think this is somewhere that sells. Well, I mean, it sells it, but it's not like the place it's produced exactly.
How
Oh, we've discovered a new Liberty Rogue presence. Wait, what is my status with Liberty Rogues right now?
You're going to ruin it.
Oh, my status with them is neutral. Yeah, we probably shouldn't fuck with the Liberty Rogues. Ideally. Blood Dragons. Okay.
Get him.
That design of space station seems to be designed to explode in dramatic fashion. Those big tubes out the sides. Cones, even.
Cones of destruction.
For directing the explosion.
Refer to it for more instructions.
Did that planet say what it mines? Is it like a oil or something? Blah blah blah. Lots of oceans, fisheries, alien organisms, terraforming. Oh no, wait, they do produce the luxury food there. It's just that is 1,000 is how much it sells for at the place they produce it. So that's
They make the luxury food at an oil rig.
apparently. I'm sure it's like some kind of aquatic life form that they're harvesting.
I'm not eating that.
Almost there. The installation should be in visual range.
I mean, it sounds better than the Liberty synth foods.
Yeah, true. Well, it depends how good their replicators are, surely.
Trying to take down our
You're in range. Remember, we marked everything you need to take out.
It's not really a base, is it? It's just some platforms. I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
We still haven't graduated to fighting actual bases yet.
I mean, the ships can't dock at them, right? Because they're quite tiny, really. Not sure your plan to use it for cover was really working.
Well, that wasn't really using the cover. I just couldn't be bothered to turn around and come back for another foul, so I just stopped. Just stop in front of it and shoot it. It's fine.
There is one.
Replicators in Star Trek seem to be able to perfectly recreate stuff to some extent, but then there's this like thing where like people are like, it doesn't taste quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, how are we talking about some number of atoms that are different?
Yeah,
That's what you
yeah.
taste.
How the hell can you taste that?
Although I
Have,
guess
like-
the argument is like the replicator has to have the recipe programmed in, right? So someone at some point had to tell it what that was, so they had to have
Right.
made one and like scanned it or whatever.
So
Yeah.
is it like how good the scanners are? Because presumably you could
Or
just
how
get
good the original chef was who made the
Yeah.
original thing that was scanned.
Because you could get like a 3 Michelin star chef to prepare the meal like 20 times, scan all of them, taste for the best one, and then recreate that perfectly.
But then that's the thing. If the replicator's hamburger is like a Michelin hamburger, and all you want is a Mackey's, it's like.
Well,
But you could get a Mackey's.
well, maybe.
but,
like,
yeah, we don't know.
how many specific versions
Yeah.
of each recipe are
You
there?
could
there
scan
might-
Mackey's on file.
There might only be like whatever someone that the manufacturer of that replicator thought was the best burger, or maybe they don't have rights. Maybe there's
Do you
like
not think there's an open standard for programming a replicator for replicator?
Oh,
recipe?
probably, but there is probably like some licensing law against like you
Oh,
can't,
right, yeah.
you can't
And then
actually
you-
put the quarter pounder of cheese on here because it's.
Everyone
'cause
goes on the Pirate Bay.
Yeah,
and
but
downloads
corporations
the-
don't exist in Star Trek any longer, right?
No,
I
that's
guess,
true.
yeah.
There's no corporations. Yeah.
So wait, does that mean there's actually like Starfleet approved food list then?
Well, it must be.
Probably.
And that's why all this exists, because it's like, Starfleet, they've got a terrible choice.
But then you turn the question on its head and ask, like, how does anyone know that the replicator food isn't the perfect version of that food? Because presumably they've lived in a universe where everything has been standardized for like their whole lifetime.
Yeah. I mean, some people must have grown up on Earth, and like, I'm sure if you're at the Starfleet Academy or whatever on San Francisco, you can actually go to a restaurant, can't you?
Yeah, but
Maybe it's all
I mean,
replicated.
presumably in like general civilization, all the like, even if it's not like pre-made meals, it's still going to have been replicated at some point, right?
Yeah,
like
the
even
parts
raw
of it.
food is almost probably all replicated.
Because you could, if you wanted, if for some reason the replicated final result was like you just didn't like that it was always the same, you could just replicate the ingredients and then cook, right? I guess you could just replicate a steak that was raw and then cook it yourself.
Yeah, why not?
So we've got
Except
some of
you
these
don't have
mystery
a
guns.
cooker because you only have a replicator.
Well,
yes.
at least with a steak, all you need is a hot plate, right? You could probably just borrow a bit of a warp drive. I reckon that'd be quite hot, and then.
You couldn't make actual ingredients like with a replicator and then take it to a holodeck and cook it in a holographic.
Well, probably not. I don't think hologram. Well, I don't know actually, because you could, holograms could like injure you. So I guess there must be some like physics going on some level.
Only
Turn
if
off
the safety protocols are turned off. which
Yeah.
they always
Yeah,
are.
and at least in late Star Trek, right, there was definitely more physical hologram units, hologram people that could interact with you.
But how the hell does how would a hologram simulate like fire? It's like, what is it even doing?
That'd be pretty dangerous as well, you'd think.
Yeah, especially if you could,
Like forces, I could imagine that would, like physical forces, like getting stabbed by a hologram. That would kind of be easier than like the weird physics of fire.
Yeah,
like heat
and you think
transfer.
fire would be quite important for quite a lot of holographic, scenarios. Like all the sort of
Wild West and
yeah, exactly. They're always in the Wild West or in what's
In
the
the
one where
50s.
he's the sheriff of Notting
Oh
Hill
yeah, or the
as well.
50s. What if you want to light a cigar?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
What happens if you smoke a holographic cigar?
Do you get like hollow cancer?
And then you walk out of the holodeck and you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just disappears.
So I'm more worried about. So my mind's going to the place where, like, okay, if they can make fire in the holodeck, like, what happens if you like physically walked through like a point of fire that the holodeck was making? Does that mean that your innards will get like weirdly burned, like how the holodeck would have to make the fire, like at a specific point in the room?
Yeah, but if in the holodeck you can't walk through the holograms, right?
Yeah, you can't walk through like
Yeah, but fire's not exactly solid.
Yeah, but then you're saying that the holodeck only creates a point source for the fire, which
Yeah.
I'm sure it's more advanced than that.
I just want to cook my replicated steak in my holographic kitchen.
Are you like that guy from The Matrix who's like, I know this steak isn't real, and then I know when I put it in my mouth, it's The Matrix telling me it's delicious.
That's different though, isn't it? Because that's a direct line to your brain. Like the holodeck doesn't do that, right? It uses your existing senses, right, or it tricks your existing senses. It doesn't bypass your existing senses like the Matrix.
What would happen if you shot a phaser at a steak? Would that cook it?
What setting would be for?
Cook.
I mean, yeah. If you
Well, you'd think that. I mean, maybe in the early days of Star Trek, that would be like an actual useful like survival tool to have on your phaser, like a cook setting.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they do use low intensity, right? They set phasers to low and use the beam very often. And...
Yeah, but most of the time it's either stun or kill. There seems to be like mainly two settings, but presumably there are other ones.
Stun my steak. I'm just wondering, like, if you cooked holographic food in the holodeck, like living out some kind of like ancient chef fantasy,
right?
That they programmed in, and then you ate it, and then thought, and it somehow told your brain this is delicious or whatever, and all of that, and then you think, yeah, I'm quite satisfied now, and then you leave the holodeck, and then you're just immediately hungry again.
Yeah, that might be quite handy if you
needed to go on a diet.
Yeah, you could sort
keep eating fake food and
eat as much as you like in the holodeck, and then.
But then you'd have to remember to eat actual food.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be getting real
dangerous.
Yeah, that could be dangerous.
Well, there's quite a lot more cross-answer ships in this way.
I'm slightly more worried about the opposite of that, if you think about it. Like, if I have to... If I take a hollow poop...
Yeah, but you'd have to stay in the holodeck for like an entire day, so the hollow poop would go all the way through you.
And how would it interact with your real poop?
Yeah, it wouldn't know to turn into poop.
Maybe it would.
Maybe it would, yeah. It programmed your like knowledge of the intestinal tract.
But the program could just like delete it once
the food, yeah.
Once you'd eaten it. I mean,
I'm more worried about like what if you went there with real. If the holodeck is capable of all of this, and you go in there needing a real poop, say
a real poop, yeah,
and but all you can do is hollow poop.
Well, you
wait, is that the assumption?
You
could have a real one.
Real poop in a hollow toilet.
Yeah,
and
then you turn off the simulation, and there's just a lump on the floor.
Yeah, I mean that must happen all the time. That there's kind of weird. Like that was always the classic question of the holodeck: is like, where does the spunk go?
Oh god, yeah.
Sorry, family show.
Oh boy.
Oh, who cleans the holodeck? Yeah, I suppose they have robots to do that, don't they?
Well, I mean, who cleans anything in Star Trek? It probably just gets vaporized at some point.
Yeah, they probably just have some sort of weird laser
When no one's
thing
in the room, it just like everything burns.
You better hope it knows you're in there.
They must do. Like, obviously they do, but they have like toilets on the ship, right?
I mean, I don't know if they ever show.
I've ever seen them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We show area as clear. Good job. Mission Commision.
Is that enough? No, not quite. Like one more good mission will do it.
Don't know if they ever show a Star John.
Starhead.
In Bravest Warriors, wasn't it? They don't have a holodeck, they have a hollow John. So their holodeck is the toilet.
But what's the purpose of that?
You can play games on the crapper.
I guess.
You're right. This engine is a lot calmer. Sounds like a central heating system.
Attention all women, this is Naval Forces. Yanagi 4. Sitrep. What's your status? This is Yanagi 9.
This station's weird. It's the platform with the thing at the front design, but then it's got like random greenhouses stuck on the bottom instead of the big circle.
Oh, yeah. Are they modular? I suppose they are.
Maybe, yeah.
For the game designers. Oh, smack. Oh no.
Is this actually a? Well, when we talk, maybe it would give me the information. But it's like, is this actually a food producing station? Like, is this just the food system where we get the luxury food and like regular food? Wait, this is a bounty hunter base.
Oh, conveniently,
Really?
they're pleased about
And
it.
huge.
Maybe they keep some of the bounties in those biodomes for hunting later. Sport domes.
Oh wait, over the years, Decima has been substantially improved with the addition of a Sim Foods biodome. So it is. They just grow their food on the station. And it's not technically a bounty hunter station exactly, apparently.
Right, they just have an office here.
Yes.
We don't own this station, but we have an agreement with the people that do.
Exactly.
It's that crappy
Right, how
bar,
much money
though.
do I need? I need like 9,000. None of these are going to give me quite enough, are they? 8,600. No, and it's the Liberty Rogues. I can't be fighting them. Main hackers. More rogues. Blood dragons, okay. Wait, maybe if I sell the junk, if I've got any junk, that might give me enough. Did I get any junk? I got 11 bits of silver. That's a lot of money.
Couple grand.
And some shitty missiles. Yay. Have a fancier shield. No, it's crappier. The bounty hunters have any brave and gunslinger. Class 2? What? Get out of here. You have any? Oh, yeah, you have all your guns, like up to class 9. Not going to be able to get them, probably ever, because the bounty hunters are never going to actually like me. Because we keep getting put on bounty lists all the time.
You are cleared for launch. Good luck out there. Enemy ships will be point. Refer to the nav map for specific instructions.
Well, this is a trendly episode. No real revelations
around.
happening in the void of space.
I mean, we'll get at least one more story mission in after I've done all this grind, I guess.
You reckon?
Probably. We've got enough time, right?
No. We're at 54 damn minutes. I mean, last time I said that, the mission went on for half an hour.
Oh yeah, I guess that is true. It might be a situation of, like, we might never actually dock again. Well, I guess we'll just have this be a grind episode.
Intermediate grinding episode. I mean, to get the full freelance experience, this is an important part
True,
of it.
I guess, yeah.
Mostly skipping it.
We're filling in.
Out of episodes.
We had important technical discussions to have.
Yep.
About technology that may or may not be in this universe at all. Actually, we sort of have seen holograms, right? In this, like when Sinclair was analysing the.
Yeah, and like their big billboard things are clearly meant to be holograms, right?
So maybe they could have a holojon.
I don't know if they have physical holograms. Probably only visual holograms.
Yeah.
This guy keeps trying to drop mines and my shots keep destroying them. There's actually a mod, another mod for this game that like is the super hardcore mod, which makes mine explosions actually like a shockwave.
Right.
Huh.
So if you're shooting someone from behind, and they drop a mine, it blows up. It hits everyone because it just hits them and you, which is really not fun. You just die a lot.
It could be kind of interesting if it like had a concussive effect as well, like where it's pushing everyone around. Or maybe completely ineffectual episode 2 mines, where well actually maybe they're the most dangerous weapon imaginable in this universe because most things are on a plane.
Yeah, but the point of those mines isn't to hit the actual enemy, it's to disrupting the asteroids.
It'd be great for taking out weapon platforms though, right, in this universe?
Yeah.
Wow.
You've got more enemies at the next waypoint.
That was cool when they brought that back from the Mandalorian.
Oh, absolutely. You watched any Bad Batch? Or is that...
No, I haven't, but I think my brother's been watching it, I expect. Why, have you seen any?
No, I was just curious.
Well, I've just got Disney Plus, so which I'll see how long that lasts, but I might check it out. I mean, is it for adults?
That's the thing, I don't know. Like, I didn't really watch any Clone Wars or any of that, which,
Yeah.
you know...
I think that's for children, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Rebels is definitely for children, right?
I hear they're doing like a full-on anime. Like Star Wars anime.
Alright.
I might be in.
I mean, that makes sense. But how they can't make it that fucked up because it's Star Wars.
Yeah. That's not a prerequisite of anime.
Well...
I mean, there might have to be unnecessarily large bosoms, maybe. Maybe that's a prerequisite. Or something that's just on the edge of creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's plenty of that in Star Wars.
Some of that in Star Wars, yeah.
You did it. The area is clear. Well done. Mission Commission signing off.
Trent,
Yep.
it took a while,
Wait,
but I
that's
finally found what we're looking
that's
for.
regular
Meet me in the
Mission
distribution
Commission.
system. It's urgent.
Meet Union is going to go on a station bar where we can at least get in the vicinity, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you see that, like, Nigel Mansell looking Mission Commission returns?
Yes. Wait, this is actually on this side of the planet, isn't it? I was about to try and fly around this planet, but this is way closer. There it is.
Planet Junior.
Gonna meet Judy or Juno.
So we're not, are we? We're getting in a trade lane to go somewhere else.
Oh, yeah, right. The Juno is where we just came from. We're leaving Planet Juno to go and meet Junie.
Is it June in this universe?
Who knows what space date is? I don't think there's ever... Has there ever been a space date mentioned?
I don't know, actually.
Maybe one of the news reports might
It might have
have
had
a date.
Yeah, they might have had a year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's probably years.
Would it just be
Armor
New
doesn't
June?
actually have dates, does it?
I think there's been years, haven't there?
Yeah. I don't know if it's... there's been years mentioned, but I don't know if it's ever been, like, the current year. It's been like, at this date, something happened in the past.
There's
Who's fighting over here?
Mjolnir just hanging out in space.
Perceptions, of course.
Upside down. Or, well, the right way up, I suppose.
Yeah, it said it's resting orientation. Boosh.
Right, let's go find a station nearby to wherever the hell Judy is.
You know when it does that, like, you get a sequence, right, and then there's been times where we've done this and it's then had a little pop-up telling you what the mission is. Can you decline that? And if you do, what happens? It's like, nah, I don't want it. I don't want any of this anymore.
What happens if you actually decline any of those missions? Why does that option even exist, really?
I guess, oh, I don't want to do a story mission just yet. I haven't scoured this system for a battleship.
In the vast majority of those pop-ups, you're in a situation where there's nothing else you could do. It's like, you can't possibly just leave at this point.
I don't know that they come up when things are about to get bombed or anything like that, but there are definitely times where... Well, you get the little sort of like the map one, right? And there isn't a decline in that option. I'm sure there was one like when we were in Liberty and we were like shooting that dude, I guess, or when Junie was shooting that guy, and it's like, we've got to do this thing, and then there was a pop-up mid-sequence.
Yeah.
That you could then potentially say no to.
Yeah. But why would you?
Yeah. We need to get out of here. No, I'm good.
I'll just stay here and die. It's fine. Right. You finished tidying up my crap on this ship, and then we can stop. Yeah, I know Tanto, but I only want 2 of those.
In another browned station. Wait, is a station? No, if you're wearing brown, I'm questioning my own language from the last episode, which is something I shouldn't do really, because my language isn't good. But, like, so if the ship is just like brown inside, is it browned, or is like being browned meaning you have to like be wearing it? Like, is the ship wearing brown? Like, Trent's definitely browned, right? Because he's wearing brown.
Do you think
is brown even a word?
I
mean,
do you think
clearly
the materials it was constructed from were originally brown, or do you think it was like the browns?
Did it become brown over time?
Is 70s in this universe?
I reckon it must have been browned. Yeah.
Wait, was that a date?
Where? Which one?
Like one of them, a few down. Like it mentioned AS, like 7-something AS. Yeah.
The Phantom Matter Storm was estimated to hit the Kepler system in 7:30 AS has yet to arrive, so we're apparently before 7:30 AS, or maybe
after.
It's now 7:30 AS.
Is that a year, or is that just is AS a time, like a measurement of time?
No, I think AS is the year.
Actual seconds. I don't know.
I don't know what AS stands for. It's after something.
After something, yeah.
Anno System I don't know.
Look at this fat dude who we're eventually going to meet. He's in a lot of the news reports.
Yep. He is the news.
They're obsessed with artifacts.
Well, we're getting to that point in the story where the aliens are going to become a thing.
Spoilers.
Well, as you can see by this news report, it's like the Chancellor from Germany, this Japanese dude, and President Kobe for America are all going to the same place. And also, this doesn't mention it, but the Bretonian Queen as well. They're all going to have a meeting about this current state of affairs.
Right.
Yeah, they're all going to one place to have a chat about Germany. Because apparently radios don't work.
Well, you have to do things properly. Like, if you're going to do diplomacy, you have to be like, you have to expose yourself to danger. That's kind of the point.
So is this like the G3, I guess? Because there's 3 of them, and then there's Germany.
I think Germany probably still counts as one of them. It's probably a G4.
G4.
Just because Germany is being hostile at the moment doesn't mean they are not a normal civilization apart from that.
Okay, yeah, I guess they'd be a member of it. You'd expect them to be a member of it. Of the G Club.
Yes. Space G.
Space G. Well, thank you for watching. Pew credits. These textual clues on screen are how you can join the H Club. That's the Happy Salad Club.
You won't get any H fuel though.
You will not get any H fuel from listening to the Happy Salad podcast, or watching even more Happy Salad videos, or even just being notified when Happy Salad's doing stuff. But you could feel like a straight up H. You can, in fact, do that. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll do some more of this, I'm sure, and it'll be less grindy. There will be some more faces we could laugh at. That's what this game is, right? It's
laughing at people's
it's facial
faces.
comedy. I'm sure that's something else. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye.
Video.